president, that particular chapter, and Vice President Juanita Powell. I have to tell you that God is my strength, and that is how I got through, and that is where my courage stems from. And I'd like to kind of give you a little bit, tell you a little bit about courage. For me, it didn't come at some point. It was courage along the way. It continued as I went on that journey. Mind you, this was pretty much a 5-year journey to the point once I was completely done with incarceration of some type of sort. And I'd say that to tell you that a lot of the times when we speak about courage, we're not necessarily talking about one particular incident. It's really over a period of time. Because I know that as you do this work, women in this room and the women across the country, it's not just one incident of courage. It's several acts of courage that you continue to make and you continue to do as you go on in this movement that we have. And that is a lot of what I experienced as I transformed, I say, my pain into my purpose, which is what I tattooed on my arm. It's my art here. And it's really, it represents that process and that journey of courage where you're transforming from a caterpillar into a butterfly. Okay? So when we speak about courage, I'd like to say thank you to all the women who have been serving in this feminist movement and anything related to women's empowerment and being able to not just break through ceilings, glass ceilings and all those things, but all of the efforts that these women and all of you women and women across the country in different movements, for different organizations, for different women of color, just for women in general. So thank you. I want to speak real quickly about, has anybody ever tried to walk backwards?
Yes.
Like it's kind of hard, right? It's not normal. It takes a little bit, it's obviously a lot more arduous task than walking forward. Mm-hmm. And I believe that's kind of where we are in this nation, because it seems like there's this administration that wants to take us backwards. We're not going to stand for that.
No. No.
Right? And so with that said, we cannot become complacent. We can't become complacent because one person or a few women make it past the glass ceiling. We can't become complacent if our particular organizations are okay, and we have to encourage and uplift one another. And I say all that to say this: it's very important that as we move forward, okay, that we rise up, as the campaign says, we rise up now, and that we are not boa constrictors. And what they do, if you don't know, when they're attacking their prey, is they cut off their circulation. They cut them off, they coil up, they cut them off their circulation, and it prevents the blood flow. And that's what we can't afford as a movement. That's what we cannot afford as women. No matter what color, no matter what your preference is, sexuality, or any of that, as women, we have to be united. We have to be. We cannot be complacent. I say all that to say that this is non-negotiable. In terms of, we have to be settled and resolute that we will move forward regardless. We will stand up and we will speak. Your silence, our silence, will not protect us. Once we get in these rooms and we have the funding and the power to speak, do so. I had organizations that would not speak out against my case because they were threatened about their funding. And what message does that send? Especially if you're supposed to help other women.
Yeah.
So I say, if you see that, be bold. Speak out. Say something. You know you're doing something and saying something more than anybody who doesn't say anything just by saying something, even if you don't donate $1. If you say something, that means your words have power. Lastly, I just want to thank the Free Marissa Now campaign, who just was so active in helping release me, along with other women, Survived and Punished, that mobilization, all of the people back in Jacksonville that started things up, Kareem Brown, and my best friend. Y'all have no idea the things that this girl has done for me. My baby knows who I am because she made sure she knew who I was. I didn't see her until she was 3 years old. So I just want to say that my family, my children who are doing so well and they're resolute. You all had something to do with me being able to come home and be a part of it. I didn't want anything but to be able to do this right here. Speaking to you, and you, and you. So I pray that you would help me do that, as I will with National Organization of Women, and be deliberate and be actionable. And thank you.
Thank you so much. You were wonderful. It is my honor to introduce our next